violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Good morning. There's been a violent attack inside the Walgreens at River North. It's a 24-hour store here at Ontario and Clark Street, and apparently a man tried to stop the offender before he was stabbed. Police say that an offender came into this store about 10:30 last night.
Wow, and you can't even stop these super gremlins who are in the wrong. Literally, we got a super gremlin here robbing the Walgreens in the wrong, and on his way out of the store he stabs a man.
Took items from the shelf and was concealing them. A man aged 40 to 50 years old said something to the offender. He got angry, started stabbing the victim, who received multiple wounds to the legs.
And you never want to do that. You never want to confront a super gremlin on demon time. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Face and neck. The offender then ran out. The victim is at Northwestern Memorial Hospital in critical condition. Police say no one is in custody. Now, the store appears to be closed while police investigate. You can see that there's still a squad car at the door, and there was wood on the revolving door, but right now it appears they're still investigating here. There may be video of this attack, but there's no description of the offender, who apparently is still out there. Reporting live in River North, I'm Joni Lum. Now back to you.
Well, Tanya, police have been coming and going from this Walgreens all morning long. There are cameras throughout the store here, and at this hour, detectives are still trying to track down the shoplifter who stabbed someone inside this store. Now,
and he's been apprehended by the time this video comes out, but it really doesn't make sense to me. You got these old head dudes, and I'm gonna bring his picture up. Old head dudes robbing the Walgreens. And it's like, are you dudes like this bummy that you going into the Walgreens and stealing at your age, man? I think this dude's like 30 or 40 years old. Okay? You have a grown man going to the Walgreens to hit a lick. Cameras everywhere. Doesn't matter. He's still gonna do it. Then end up stabbing somebody. No sense, man.
this happened at around 10:40 last night at the Walgreens in the 600 block of North Clark Street in the River North neighborhood. Police say the victim tried to say something to the suspect, who walked into the store and began taking items from a shelf and concealing them. Police say the suspect became enraged and then stabbed the victim in the face, neck, and legs. The victim taken to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, and this morning police say he is in critical condition. Now, we reached out to Walgreens this morning. They are not releasing any details and have no comment at this time. A spokesperson, though, did tell me that they do staff security during regular business hours. However, this Walgreens is a 24-hour store, and at this
security, they wouldn't have done anything anyway, because they have stand down orders. They're supposed to let it happen. They're just there for face value. They're just there to prevent it, like on a psychological level, but they ain't really finna do nothing.
At this point, it's unclear if security was on site when the stabbing happened. Now, right now, we don't know if the victim is an employee or a customer. Police will only say that Area 3 detectives are investigating.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
I would say good evening. I'm Brad Edwards.
And I'm Marisa Vedra in for Erica. Tonight, Chicago police searching for a gunman who opened fire in the middle of the day, killing a young mother. That woman, Selena Claiborne, was shot and killed at a Southside gas station while on her way home from work.
CBS News' Sal Razai joins us live from Chicago Police Department's 3rd District. Sal, you spoke with Selena's family.
Brad Murray, I did, and to say that they are devastated would be an understatement. Selena Claiborne was one of 6 siblings. Her murder leaving not only a hole in her family, but her 2 daughters without a mother. The family of shooting victim Selena Claiborne standing arm in arm, still trying to process her tragic murder.
Oh my God. My heart is breaking.
Claiborne's mother, Donna, barely able to stand as she talks about what happened to her daughter.
It's my baby. It's my baby. And they killed her. They shot her 3 times.
Police say
You could tell it's hitting this woman, man. What can you say, man? What can you say? A lot of women in the family. Okay, a lot of voting women in the family, contrary to what the mainstream media tells you about black people not being able to have access to IDs and voting. And you have to ask yourself, how did this state of Chicago become? How did it become so that people, super gremlins specifically, are able to do a crime and be out on bond, be out on supervised release? How did this come to pass? Okay, who voted for this in? Who pushed these types of agendas? All right, it's a question you got to ask yourself.
35-year-old Claiborne was shot yesterday while sitting in her car. You can see police tape stretching across the scene at the mobile gas station on 67th and Jeffrey Boulevard Monday afternoon. Her sister, Sheila, still coming to terms with the shooting.
This is rough. It's really rough. Never really been through anything like this, you know? So it is hard. It's hard and it's heartbreaking.
Evidence markers on the ground and near the passenger seat of the car, the door still open. Police say a black car drove by, the suspects inside firing multiple shots, leaving Claiborne dead at the scene. A Mom Life sticker on her car, just one indication that her 2 daughters were her world.
I mean, we're going to make sure our girls are okay, but nothing really taking place in your palm, you know?
Trying to push past the tears, her sister tells me they'll miss the way she brightened up any room she walked into.
We're gonna miss like a lot of things about her, but mainly her smile.
Now, police do have surveillance video from that gas station. Detectives are speaking to persons of interest, Marie.
Sal Razai live for us. Thank you so much.
Selena Claiborne's family could always count on her for a laugh.
Oh my God.
But now there are only tears. Her relatives inconsolable, unable to make sense of her death.
They killed my baby. They killed my baby.
It happened yesterday, in the middle of the afternoon, while Claiborne was getting gas in South Shore. Relatives say she had just finished work as a security guard at WGN-TV and was blocks from home when police say the occupants of a black sedan opened fire.
And these carjackings are extremely serious. They're happening at 100 miles a minute in Chicago. And this is the result. And these dudes, they probably been banged up, been locked up multiple times before. And this time, they really followed through with being a super gremlin on demon time.
What her family believes was an attempted carjacking.
My heart is breaking, so I don't know how I'm gonna get through. I don't.
WGN in a statement saying Selena was very friendly, thoughtful, hardworking, and a member of the WGN family. Such a tragic loss. She will be greatly missed. Our thoughts are with her family at this difficult time. Claiborne turned 35 last week and was the youngest of 6 siblings and the mother of 2 teenage girls.
All my favorite things, things me and my mom had in common will now actually make me cry. They used to make me laugh.
There's no words or anything that anybody can say to console us right now because a piece of us is gone.
Charges and new details tonight in the shooting death of a mother who worked as a security guard. 2 brothers are now charged with first-degree murder. Selena Claiborne was getting gas at 67th and Jeffrey on Monday while heading home from her security guard shift at WGN TV.
Dang, man. And I'm telling you, sisters are getting the bulk of this demon time activity. They really are. But these are the main women advocating for these super gremlins. When is it gonna turn to where they understand that, hey, you're kind of enabling what's going on in the community?
Police say a black sedan pulled up. Somebody fired shots at her. The crime was captured on surveillance video. Now 17-year-old DeMonte Watson and 22-year-old Gregory Watson are charged with her murder. Prosecutors saying the brothers were
obvious signs of demon time on Gregory, the brow tat. Obvious indicators of demon time.
trying to take Claiborne's vehicle.
Murder charges have been filed against 2 brothers in the killing of a mother on the south side, a security guard here at WGN. And tonight, the family of Selena Claiborne is reacting to the new charges.
WGN's Brona Tumble.
So this is the news station that this woman worked for. This is insane. People at the news station are being touched. It's only a matter of time before the anchors are touched.
He sat down with them and joins us now with more. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, they are the sweetest family, so tight-knit and understandably devastated by such a sudden and tragic loss. They are so glad that 2 people have been caught, have been charged swiftly, and while it won't bring 35-year-old...
Wow, she's got a thick accent. Got to be an immigrant, first generation, I don't know, second generation. But the accent definitely stuck. Coming from another country, making something out of life. Doesn't matter that she's a glider woman. She came here and you know, became a journalist. It's no excuses. No excuses for these super gremlins who did this. If she can do it, you can too.
Roll Selena back. They are hoping to get some justice for her.
I will miss her. They will miss her. We will miss her so much. They took a piece of our heart for no reason at all.
The family of 35-year-old Selena Claiborne speaking out tonight about the 2 brothers now charged with first-degree murder, accused of killing the mother of 2 while trying to steal her car.
My daughter loved life, and she loved her daughters, and she lived for them.
Her girls, Cyan and Amor, are just 15 and 14 and absolutely heartbroken.
She always tried her best to support us, me and my sister. Like, she was such a hard worker.
Claiborne worked here at WGN, where she was a beloved member of the security team. She'd wrapped up her shift Monday afternoon and had stopped to get gas on the 6700 block of South Jeffrey Boulevard. We're told 22-year-old Gregory Watson and his brother 17-year-old DeMonte Watson pulled up in a black sedan next to her. Prosecutors say the elder of the 2 is seen on surveillance video leaning into her car and firing a gun multiple times.
Dang. You can't even get gas. He just leaned in the car and aired her out. Super gremlins are ruthless. Demonic. I'm telling you, the energy that's going around with this stuff is crazy.
Before both fled the scene on foot, but were arrested just minutes later.
I still have nightmares. Nightmares because I know she was afraid. She was afraid at that moment.
Claiborne was shot in the face and in the shoulder. God. She was taken to the University of Chicago.
This woman was shot in the face. The femicide is real, y'all. Really is.
A medical center, but later passed away from her injuries. Her family wants both brothers prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But even in the midst of their own grief, they tell us they're praying for the Watson family too, because all...
And Peep, the mother, she has a, or the grandmother, rather, she has a Michelle Obama shirt. I wonder if the Obamas are gonna come and make a statement about this. About their hometown and how treacherous this crime was and how demonic these super gremlins are. I wonder if they're going to denounce the super gremlins who did this.
All of this has ruined so many lives.
I do pray for them as well, because they have a long road ahead of them as well, as much as we do. I mean, it's not going to bring my sister back. It's not going to bring her mom back or her daughter. However, we get some type of solace knowing that they at least got apprehended, and it was in a quickly manner. So the Chicago Police Department were all over it.
Wow. Look how she praised the police. I mean, we never see that out of sisters. We never see that. Okay? So this is a rare moment. This is a jewel, and hopefully the community can catch on to, you know, the appreciation and understanding what these officers are really doing.
Now,
have a long road ahead of them as well, as much as we do. I mean, it's not going to bring my sister back. It's not going to bring her mom back or her daughter. However, we get some type of solace knowing that they at least got apprehended, and it was in a quickly manner. So the Chicago Police Department were all over it.
Now, 2 handguns were recovered near the scene of that shooting, with the younger of the 2 brothers seen tossing a gun on surveillance video, according to prosecutors. He appeared in court today and was denied bond. His older brother, the 22-year-old, is due in court tomorrow. Authorities say.
And that's surprising. In Chicago, the fact that he was denied bond, that's pretty big.
He has provided a recorded statement saying, among other things, that the 2 were after Claiborne's car. Funeral arrangements for Selena are still being finalised. A GoFundMe has been set up for her daughters, and the link for that can be found on our website under this story. Live tonight in Allsip, Brona Tumulty, WGN News.
All right, guys. So the moment you've all been waiting for. Now, I wanted to break down this video because this is the $1 million worth of game podcast, and this brother right here is speaking to Lil Durk, and Lil Durk is a famous drill rapper from Chicago. That's hence the videos from Chicago. I wanted to give you guys the climate of what's going on out there before I showed you this video of, I believe the brother's name is Wallo, and he is going to be speaking to Lil Durk and giving him some words of encouragement and some words that may become daunting in the near future. But he's definitely foreshadowing and prophesying that, you know, the way that these super gremlins are living, especially these super gremlin rappers, the beefs that they're stirring up, it's gonna create some backlash for them, and, you know, they're gonna have a short time on this planet if they keep it up. So I'm gonna let him say it because he said it more eloquently than I did, but here we go.
We gonna be real, man. I gotta say this, because some of y'all in this room, y'all might not see next year. Y'all might not see next week.
You might not see next year. You might not see next week.
And niggas ain't saying that to y'all because a lot of y'all niggas ain't got no fathers and none of that shit. So my position is here and here or some shit like, damn, I fuck with you young niggas. Because when I was young, ain't too many niggas give me the game. And I know you niggas ain't got no dads out here.
Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask. All these super gremlins have Pooh Shiesty masks and are on demon time.
You know? He happy a grown ass man, and he happy that his dad back. Grown. He's like, damn, because he missed that shit. And I know a lot of niggas that gave y'all game, they gave y'all game that was beneficial to them and it wasn't beneficial to y'all, and it put y'all in a fucked up position in life. Y'all seen niggas, you know, treat your mommy like a, you know, like a sucker. So y'all got a lot of shit, and it's a disconnect from the older black man, and y'all just been disappointed your whole life. But for you niggas in here, who big brothers, who stepdads, who OGs is in prison that took, I try to be my best to do it for y'all and give y'all a righteous game. And it's coming from a nigga that's out here winning on legit. This is the first time in my life. First time in my life.
Talk to him, nigga.
I ever been, listen, nigga, tomorrow I'll be out of penitentiary 5 fucking years. I never been out of the penitentiary a year since I was 11. I spent 5 years in the juvenile system, 20 years in the penitentiary. I'm 42 years old. I spend most of my time on this planet in a cell.
God. And that's real, okay? And, you know, I like that he's saying it. The only thing is, a lot of times with the messengers, you know, the street dude trying to tell other street dudes not to do street stuff when you did street stuff and it was fine when you did it, but now you telling other people to do it because not to do it because you learn from their mistake. That formula is played, okay? I would like these young super gremlins to listen and change their ways, but most likely it's not gonna happen. They're gonna continue to beef. They're gonna continue to be diss tracks. And they're going to continue to live a life on demon time.
So I'm just sprinkling the game with y'all. Some of y'all going to get it, and I know some of y'all want to change, but the environment don't allow you. Y'all ain't got the shot. And y'all don't have it. And in that ghetto, you just don't have the finances to really move outside of the poverty and the conditions that we boxed the fuck into. So I know y'all up against the fucking 8 ball. But if you could think,
that doesn't mean that you have to resort to crime. Just saying.
Man, don't never lose your imagination, because you're going to be able to see farther in the neighborhood. And that's why every time y'all go out with him on tour or go somewhere, take advantage of what you're seeing, man. That exposure will change your mind. Because we gotta get it right so we can take care of these babies. Because so many of y'all in this room, the OGs, when they see you, you know what they say? Nigga, you rhyme just like your daddy. Your daddy homies is not in position to just out here living off of memories. When them niggas see you, they can't give you no game. Because they on drugs or they ain't in position. So they'll just tell you some shit. Nigga, you just like your daddy. And the sad thing is, you just like your daddy. You ain't never get a chance to get another fucking life, man. You never got a shot. So I understand, man. But if you can see, try to look outside of this shit, because there's a world that's fucking waiting for y'all, man. It's a real world that's waiting for y'all. And I'm telling you, man, these babies and these women, they depending on y'all.
But the super gremlins are killing them. You don't believe me? Just look at my channels. Look it up.
You understand?
Yes. Women, children, it doesn't matter. These super gremlins are on demon time.
You know what I mean? And on some real shit, we racing each other. But another again, it's the condition of our mind, and I understand, but I'm telling you, it's something waiting for you. And I don't give a fuck what you going
You're trying to give the super gremlin an out. It's a condition of our mind. What?
through right now, little homies. You bigger than what you going through, nigga. If you on them perks, you fucked up, shit ain't right for you right now. You the living conditions, nigga, you bigger. That's not you.
Talk to him, cuz.
You're not what the fuck you going through. So just hold on and keep going. Cause I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here though. And I'm gonna say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And
he forgave his brother's killer, and you know, that's huge, that's admirable. But what do we talk about on this channel about the community being too forgiving? We need to make sure that these super gremlins are doing time. We need to start getting active on pushing legislation that people who commit violent crimes, I'm not talking about some petty stuff and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about violent crimes that they can be linked to and prosecuted. I mean, it needs to be a thing. We need to stop resisting that, because as soon as we stop resisting that, that's when we'll start to see a change in the community for the better.
I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. Nigga shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Nanny arms when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, this some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was harder than a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about, this is my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This is little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew. take care of my mama and my grandmama.
Talk to him. Sure.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but you know, I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
And he like
straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like shit for real. Like
I love being around the young niggas because like you don't understand, y'all niggas got so much life and y'all probably don't understand because y'all young, but this system and the way this structure is so scary.
Here you go, blaming the system. Here we go. The system for the bro. Stop talking this system stuff and talk directly to the super gremlin. Just tell him straight up. Get off demon time.
Scared of y'all because they saying if these niggas ever turn that light cut on in their head, we in trouble because they the most fearless motherfuckers that ever walked the planet Earth.
Well, he ain't wrong. These super gremlins are fearless, broad daylight shootings and all that.
These young black brothers in the ghetto don't fear nothing. So when you switch that shit and you do an energy transfer, oh, it's over. Y'all nigga ever wake up, it's over, man. Watch. I'm telling you, niggas gonna wake up.
You know, I wish that he was right. But from the stories that I report on, because it's not just the rappers involved in this stuff. I mean, this is everyday, real life. Like, this is real stuff. And, you know, what he's saying is real, but I don't think his prediction is coming to pass. It's actually getting worse.
Oh, it's over. Y'all nigga ever wake up, it's over, man. Watch.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.